5 things you didn't know about Christo Aivalis. Talking about one of the biggest YouTube channels, Christo Aivalis has given a new name and meaning to what being a YouTuber means. The channel is one of the ways modern revolutionaries speak about many injustices in the global political system. Although Christo Aivalis deals mainly with history, left politics and journalism, he also takes about time to address public systems and global degradations in society. This is why he has won a place in the hearts of his viewers, his daredevil personality. And that is why we will be talking about him in today's video. Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel BB Star. In today's video we are looking at the 5 things you didn't know about Christo Aivalis. So if you're interested to know more about your favourite historian and truth-speaking YouTuber, then stick to the end of the video. But before starting, we want you to subscribe to the channel as a token of appreciation and press the bell icon to stay up to date about our latest content. Also, don't forget to check out the link in the description below to get a free audiobook online in seconds. You will get my #1 recommendation on how to get a free audiobook. Not just any kind, but only the best, top-notch audiobooks. Now without further ado, let's start the video. Number 5. He has a doctorate in labour history. There are a lot of facts that we can get from mere one day's research. Now if you're an ardent follower of Christo Aivalis, you would know that he does not speak out of facts or analyse issues from a robust historian perspective. You wonder why? Well, let me shock you. Christo Aivalis has a doctorate in labour history from Queen's University. He is a very passionate political analyst, and this is because of this long involvement both in history and in the framework of politics as a journalist. So if you see why his views are always very robust and objective. He has studied deeply and he understands how the political structures of the world have been and how they ought to be. Number 4. His dislike for former President Donald Trump. While most people may be scared to air their views and opinions about the government of some presidents, especially when that person is questioned as grumpy as the immediate past president of America, Christo Aivalis was not. In fact, his channel gained sufficient relevance during the recent election in America. The channel was very vocal about the amount of hate Donald Trump and his government facilitated and allowed to spread throughout. Now, with some channels will do this in a very rude and subjective manner, Christo Aivalis' criticised of Trump and his government was objective and very factful. His subscribers grew tremendously because they recognised that his criticism of the immediate past president of America and other such men in power like him was not based on sentiment, emotions or nepotism, but out of a tutored and well understood standpoint. Number 3. YouTube was a big breakthrough for Christo Aivalis. While the creator of this channel had a show that aired in mainstream Canadian media, to digress a little, Christo Aivalis is a Canadian. Before YouTube, he anchored a show on one of Canada's top tier media houses. However, it did not give him the kind of exposure and flexibility he had desired. His big break came with his YouTube channel. This channel gave him the flexibility in different areas and helped him understand what was meant to be free. Although he was not censored on his Canadian show, he still had certain boundaries and lines he could not cross. YouTube has boundaries, but one can still air as much of one's tutored opinions on YouTube as one likes, hence his flexibility. Number 2. His subscribers and views. You would agree with me, without any form of bias, that the niche of this channel is not as renowned as, for example, gaming niche, music, finance and sports. However, Christo Aivalis has been able to garner a substantial amount of listening and watching audience. The channel has over 157,000 subscribers on YouTube and records over 300,000 views per video. This is an extremely huge feature for a channel in his niche if you ask me. Number 1. His net worth. For one who has been in the show business way before the success of his YouTube channel, we can see that his wealth is not just from YouTube. The majority of it, however, comes from his YouTube. Christo Aivalis has a net worth of a whopping $601,000. The channel's success cannot be denied that is due to the amount of risk Christo is willing to take. He created a platform for himself to educate people with informed and tutored truth. That is why he has the kind of followership he has today. Well, this brings us to the end of the video. Let us know what you think about Christo Aivalis in the comment section below. Like this video and share it with your friends. BB Star will be back with a video very soon.